Good morning, Cypress Village. Happy Friday and welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. My name is Ty Morgan and today is May 14th and we've got a lot of information to cover for everybody today. We're going to kick it off with David Green and Larry Wilson. Dave Green's our Plan Ops Director and Larry Wilson is our Director of Landscaping. Both of them have multiple updates regarding lawns, hedges and shrubs being cut, mulching, and the croquet and putting green. So stay tuned for that. Dave is going to do an interview with Larry based on the vast amount of calls and questions he's been having. So hopefully we can answer in specificity for everybody so everybody's on the same page moving forward. Dave's also going to cover some items related to pressure washing because I know that schedule's been a little erratic and he's going to clarify that as well. Followed by Dave and Larry, we have Nick and Andy. They're going to give an IT update overall related to the community as well as safety and security. And followed by Nick and Andy, we've got Susan McLean, Director of Resident Services, who's going to provide some updates from her department. I know we've got a couple events coming up that she's going to share with our viewers, so I hope you stay tuned for that. Next after Susan will be Amy Clark, our Director of Wellness or Wellness Manager down on Wellness Way. And she's got a new wellness opportunity that she's going to share with the residents. So pay some attention and some time to Amy. Followed by the Queen of Fun, Miss Katie Amador with Community Life Services with some weekly updates and highlights for the upcoming week. We're going to wrap it up today with Thomas Rivers and the Dining Services team. We'll have some updates regarding the new menu as well as the Burger of the Week. So stay tuned. We'll finish it up with me. I've just got a couple comments related to general items as well as the COVID update for the community and happy birthdays. So I hope everybody enjoys today's episode. Have a great day. See you soon.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Updates from the maintenance department. This week I brought in a special guest, Larry Wilson, to give us some updates on a lot of the landscaping and issues that we've had in the last couple weeks. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning, David.
First question I have for you is the mulch. What is our latest update and when can we expect it to be finished?
The guys are actually out today after lunch to get started. And this time they're gonna camp out and stay through Friday and next week. We have Middleton Park East to finish up and a little part of William Davis as well. So I know we purchased a new machine this year and it's new to us as well. We've had problems with it clogging up, and I know it's not your issue, but it's new to us and we're learning, and it's going to be more efficient in the future. But we got some learning curves to go, we'll hopefully finish that up next week. Thank you for your patience.
When do you think they'll get to the backyards?
Backyards are going to have to be done on a as needed basis because there's been so much buildup of mulch along the building. I mean the perimeter of the house that we felt like adding mulch is not a good thing. So we'll take that by case.
All right. So going forward, this year the mulch is being delayed mostly because we're cleaning out the mulch beds as we go, and it will it's making it go a lot slower because that's a lot more work. We've never done that before here at Cypress Village. We've always just put mulch on top of mulch. So Larry and Tree Amigos and I've talked about this for a couple of years now, and that is one of the biggest reasons why it's taken so long.
Because we take time to do it right.
Because we're taking time to do it right. So moving forward, the next biggest question is the hedges and hedge trimming around the neighborhood. Can you give us the update on that?
Yeah, we're going hard right now. The guys are working until 6:30 to try to make everybody happy. The sweet viburnums just grow a foot a night. I mean, it's just it is chaos. I'm actually gonna implement something that's gonna be new. We're gonna do a growth regulator on the sweet viburnums to slow things down. So I think that's going to help. That's coming soon. So
All right. Now the biggest question everybody wants to know is the croquet court and the putting green. First, give us an update on the putting green, and then we'll go into the croquet court.
okay, the putting green's looking a lot better because we didn't top dress as heavy. It'll be mowed tomorrow, and it should be fine to play next week. The new addition to the green will need some rolling. It's going to be a little lumpy, but it's coming really strong. The drainage issue has been solved. But yeah, as soon as next week for that. Now the croquet, there's going to be some sand. You know, everybody's playing in the same conditions when they're out there playing in the sand, so everybody's got the same playing field. But we hope to get y'all back on next week. But we're really pumping a lot of. We got some surface algae problems because there was so much compaction on the grass. It really needed a core aeration desperately, and we took as much as 3/4 of an inch of a core and 3.5 inches deep, pulled it out, raked it up, got it out of there. The sand fills in the holes, it settles, and at one point I was like, gosh, I've smothered the grass, but I have a true professional that comes out. He's a consultant. He actually does the Jaguars field and playing field and a lot of the big fields around Jacksonville to work with me, and he says, do not worry about it. I see this all the time. The grass will come through. There's a secret number. It's 150. Temperatures in the morning and the afternoon need to add up over 150 for Bermuda to thrive. And we've had a cool spring, and things are just a little delayed with Bermuda. So actually the last couple of days I've finally felt good about the return of this grass. So I think you're going to see some great results coming soon. So thank you for your patience once again.
All right, well, that's our update with the landscaping.
No, it's not. We have more to say.
Oh, beautiful.
Now look, the St. Augustine grass, okay? I've had some complaints about how we're tearing up the grass. These are stolen. St. Augustine grass is stoloniferous. The runners that lay on top of the grass is a good thing. That's what we want. That's healthy grass, and it'll be simply cut. Now our 3.5 inch cut is high. People want it lower. We don't do that because stolons are on top, and you don't want to cut a vein. That's why grass, St. Augustine's grass, is cut low. Like rhizomes on Bahia grass are underground. They're rhizomes. These are stoloniferous on the top. So don't be alarmed. Everything is good.
So real quick, since we're staying on the landscaping, can you give us an update on Koi Pond and the boathouse, the new
Sure.
project we got going out there?
Koi Pond is draining best it's ever drained right now. We did a new drain basin on the end and added some rock. We've just put in some river rock around the perimeter to make it pop. We'll be finishing that up soon. Staff is tough right now, but we'll get them in. We'll finish that project real soon. I think y'all will really enjoy the changes there. The boathouse is, I noticed the carts kind of hug that entry to the boathouse there, and we're going to take a portion of the edges and put river rock there as well and add 2 annual beds on the entry. And some more color, more perennials. You'll see it everywhere. I hope y'all are enjoying the walls on William Davis. I think they've really come out nicely. And there's going to be more color to add. So looking forward to that and sharing that with all of you.
All right. So,
You know, one more thing. What we sprayed last week was a herbicide. It is a pre-emergent, and which keeps the weed seeds from germinating, and a post-emergent for broadleaf weeds only. And that was applied last week along with an insecticide for the upcoming chinch bugs, mole crickets. Residuals great. So insect control has already been applied. Thank you.
just for the maintenance department, we did a round of concrete this past week. You probably saw the trucks here. We will definitely be starting a new list and adding on to what we already have. And in a couple weeks, we'll get another round of concrete going, as that is an ongoing thing throughout the year. If you see something that's raised and it's not marked with a yellow or orange spray paint, please call it in to Jennifer so she could get it added to the list. Have you seen, talking with Larry, on the sod list, a lot of our grass is growing back in from the winter damage. So the sod, we've delayed it a little bit, but we're going to try to get that last week of May, first week of June. Because a lot of people that called in sod don't need it anymore. But there are at least 10 pallets coming at the end of the month. Power washing or pressure washing is on Silkpine. They will be on Silkpine through the end of next week and moving on to Goldcrest after that. Once we get a better update on where they are at the end, I'll have another update next week in Coffee Chat. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of Coffee Chat. I'm Nick, the Director of Administrative Services here at the Village. I wanted to go over a couple things with everyone today. The number one thing being that the IT committee has been working tirelessly on getting a program called IN2L, the tablets that are used up in the healthcare center, memory care, assisted living, basically lets you go through unlimited amounts of media, videos, old TV shows, music. You can face chat with your family. It does a lot of different things. A flyer will be going out soon, but I just wanted to kind of explain how this works. The CV fund was generous enough to donate some money to this cause, enough for 50 tablets. We're going to order 10 at a time. As to not, order too many and just have a bunch laying around. If we do not get up to that 50 tablet mark, then we will give back to the CV fund what they've given us, the remainder of the money. So basically how this works, if you want to go through and get a tablet through the CV fund program, you have to send an application to in2l@cypressvillageretirement.com. And we'll send you out like an application. Once you fill out that application, myself, along with my co-chair, Jim Jandro, will then approve it, order it, ship it out here, get it set up, and it'll be ready to go when you get here. Now, there is a few requirements that we have if you're going to go that route. You need to use it for so many hours a month. You need to take a survey after a year. You need to go to the mandatory training classes, which aren't long and they aren't extensive or anything like that. It just tells you and educates you on what they do and the capabilities of these things. So once you do all that, after a year, the tablet is yours free of charge. There is a $25 subscription fee per month, and that basically pays for all the material that's being loaded on these things. It's not just the same stuff all the time. It's constantly updated. So there'll always be new movies, places to go, things like that. The other way to get one of these tablets is you just, buy it straight out. Buy the tablet yourself, pay the $25 subscription fee, which is discounted, by the way. It's usually more than that, but me and Jim were able to negotiate with the company and get a discounted price. You'll buy it, you'll do your own thing. You don't have to go to any training, you don't have to take any surveys or anything like that. It's just yours. So that's the two different programs. There will be, like I said, flyers going out soon to educate people a little bit more on what these have to offer and how to get involved. But we're very excited. We've been working long and hard on this, and I want to thank Jim Jandro for doing a lot of work on the back end of this. Later on in the show, we're going to have a special guest, Mr. Andy Perez, who is our IT tech here on site. And he's going to explain a little bit about what he does and what services he offers, what he doesn't offer, and things like that. The last thing I wanted to say is we have restarted the house alarms audits. So we're back on that. We're out on West right now. There'll be something going out in the newsletter on where we're going next. And then we'll just keep trucking along and making sure everything's working correctly for you all. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. And I look forward to seeing you around the village. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Andy. I'm the IT of the facility. I'm here to serve you on computer-related situations, printers, TV. I work on in-house Comcast situations, if it's further more complicated as signal issues, well, the resident will have to contact Comcast for further information and technician visits. But I'll do everything in my power to help you guys out in any kind of situations that are in my hands. We are going to hire a new IT instructor, and we'll have more information later on. He will be able to help you on email situations, passwords, more in depth on passwords and accounts that you need have access. Once again, he'll be available for that kind of help. But in the meantime, let me know anything I can do for you. Bye.
Hi, happy Friday and good morning, everybody. Susan McLean, Director of Resident Services. I just needed to give you all a correction from Coffee Chat last week. I stated that we were in flood zone A when we are actually in flood zone E. So I apologize for that misinformation I put out there, and hopefully get it corrected. And just know that flood zone E is one of the safest zones that we can be in. So we're all very fortunate to be right here at Cypress Village. Also, I wanted to let you know that Dr. Olivia Hilchey will be taking over the grief counseling group. Melinda, who was there before, Melinda Bloom from Haven Hospice, unfortunately has been laid off. And so therefore, we are putting Dr. Olivia Hilchey in place. We are partnering with the mental health group, and she has been really, really great, providing a lot of great care to our residents here. So I hope that you will find her very comforting and providing you the services that you need. And I think that is all I have for you guys. So I hope you'll have a wonderful Friday and great weekend. Bye.
Good morning. I hope you guys are enjoying your Friday morning. This is Amy from the Wellness Clinic. Wanted to give you an update on a couple of things. We are, as you probably know, expanding the dental office for Dr. Wagner. It's going to be a much larger space, and we are hoping that that's going to be completed in the next several weeks. So just bear with us while we get that completed. Bear with the mess and the little bit of chaos. So we're excited about that. We are also excited at the prospect of having a massage therapist come on site. We've had several residents express an interest in a massage therapist. So we are actually interviewing a therapist next week for that spot. So we'll keep you guys updated. So more to come on that. One more very fun, exciting piece of news. We are in the process of getting an ophthalmologist on site for you as well. We're not sure when that's going to happen. There's going to be some renovations that have to occur to accommodate that, but we will keep you guys posted. So just wanted to let you know we're working on some good things in the Wellness Center. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
Stuff in a small area.
All kind of stuff.
Good morning, Cypress Village, and happy Friday. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. My name is Katie Amador, and I'm the Director of Community Life Services, and I have a couple of activities-related updates for you all this week. The first is that we are officially in our new office. If you've not already seen it, please come by and check it out. We're in the train lobby where the Wells Fargo Bank used to be, and you all are welcome to stop by whenever you have a few moments to look at our new digs. We also have a couple of new faces that you will be seeing in the Community Life Services Department. The first is Portia Ludwig, and she will be helping out as a part-time employee here through the summer. So just for a couple of months, and she will be assisting us with some administrative tasks as well as helping out at activities. So you will very likely see her around if you haven't already, and you can certainly stop by the office and introduce yourself as well. Portia is about to attend university in the fall. I want to say to pursue a biomedical degree. So I did put some information on her in the administrative newsletter so you can read and find out a little bit more about Portia. We also have another addition coming to the CLS team, and that is Christine Platt. Many of you may remember Christine. She worked here just a few years ago with myself and Victoria in the activities department, and she was a superstar in the activities department. We're so excited to welcome her back to the family. She and her husband actually moved to Illinois for a period of 2 or 3 years because that is where his career in the Navy took him. He just recently retired, and they made the decision to move back home to Jacksonville, and we obviously welcome her with open arms back to the Cypress Village team. Her start date will be on Monday, May 24th. It'll include a couple of days of orientation, and then she will be back in the department full time, and we'll get her in some programs and back out to see all the residents that were here when she worked here and meet the new residents as well. So we're definitely excited to welcome Christine back. And my last update for the week is regarding the highlights. I'm not going to go through all of the highlights for the upcoming week, but they will all be listed in the Activities Weekly Update, so keep an eye out for that. And also distributed with the Activities Weekly Update will be the guide to CVTV, which will list all of the virtual fitness classes, the movies that we're playing, as well as any other virtual programs. And also new in the next couple of weeks, we are going to create a fitness brochure that residents can look through on a monthly basis and find out about all of our fitness vendors, what their careers consist of, what the classes here on site consist of, and details on how to sign up for those classes so that you have a little bit more information when you are considering which fitness classes you would like to be a part of. So keep an eye out for that as well. And I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and we will see you around the village.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Loon's Nest Bar and Grill on this wonderful Friday morning. We have coming at you the burger of the week for next week. So we're going to start off with our 100% all beef patty. On top of that, we have this beautiful bourbon bacon jam. So we got onions caramelized really nicely with some bacon in there. Finished off with some bourbon and sherry wine vinegar. And on top of that, we have a nice pub-style aioli. So it's a pub-style mustard with some mayonnaise on there. Finished off with a nice toasted bun. Recommended to be served with a Guinness or a shot of whiskey and some onion rings. Have a good day, everyone.
What? You want to do it, Will?
Yeah, you want to do it, Will?
You got this. Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Happy Friday. We're here in the beautiful Loon's Nest Bar and Grill. Very excited about the burger of the week that Brian just announced. I can't wait to take a bite out of it. I got a few announcements for you today. Just going to go over some things that are coming out in the resident newsletter. First of all, pickup meals. I just want to make sure all residents are aware that you can pick up your meal from the dining room. This is a huge help to us as the deliveries are a daunting task to get to all the houses and to the towers as well. So if you'd like to pick up your meal for lunch or dinner, you can. When you call, just specify that you'd like to pick up your meal, and lunches can be picked up around 11:30, 11:45, and dinner around 4:30, 4:45. So if you'd like to do that, please do it. It would help us out a lot. Also, call-in times for meals, especially for dinner. We're getting a lot of calls after 3 p.m., which makes it really difficult because after 3 we start making the to-go meals, start distributing them. Then when we get back to the office and see we have a missed call and we have to go back to the kitchen, get the meal, get it set up, get it delivered, it kind of puts a strain on us. So if you do call after 3 p.m., I would recommend you come down and pick up the meal. That way we can get the servers out to distribute the meals to all of you, and then back to the dining room so we can serve for dinner service. Because dinner is getting busier and busier every day, it seems like. We're maxing out our reservations, which is a great thing. Love to see everybody out there to enjoy the new menu, but just want to make sure we get those servers back in the dining room on time. A couple other things we have are some bar events. I touched on a little bit in the newsletter. I don't have any specifics on when we're going to start them again, but I have been talking with Ty and the team to get us rallied up to start bar bingos and things like that. That was really a staple here in the Loon's Nest. So we're going to look at getting those coming up here very soon. So keep an eye out for that. Also for the new 4600 menu, I'm always looking for suggestions. We had a menu chat this week and got a few suggestions from residents about what they'd like to see on the next version of the menu. So if you do have any suggestions, I'm always welcome to hear what you have and what you'd like to see on the menu. So get those out to me. Other than that, have a great Friday and we'll see you next week.
I'm back, and thank you again for staying tuned to Coffee Chat today. I just had a couple brief updates. I'll start with COVID. COVID here at Cypress Village, we have 0 confirmed resident cases as of today. We do have, unfortunately, 1 employee case, but that employee is doing fine and is recovering at home, self-isolating. In regards to COVID overall within the county, unfortunately, the positivity rate last week ticked up to 5% again, which, as you know, puts us in a weekly testing scenario, unfortunately. We've been hovering right around that 5. We got down to the mid-3s, and then it spiked back up. Hopefully here in the very near future, we can get back down to around 3%. That's the target I'm looking for before we can really take some additional steps to getting back to 100% normal. With that being said, I looked at the data for the state of Florida, and the good news from a COVID perspective there is the trend just as of 2 to 3 weeks ago was hovering in the 5,000 to 7,000 new confirmed cases per day. The last 3 to 4 days, we're back down in the mid 3,000 range. So we are seeing those positivity rates and confirmed cases trend downwards, which is a great sign because over the course of the last month, we were seeing it go back up, which had me a little concerned. With that, we are going to be presenting Phase 3B to the residents. I'm not going to get into too much detail because I have not made the final decisions on what we're going to do yet, but I will commit to the newsletter that will be going out Friday evening or Saturday morning at the latest to include what Phase 3B looks like. And Phase 3B implementation date is going to be, we're thinking late May, somewhere around the last week of May, maybe the beginning of June. But that information will be contained in the newsletter when you receive that and take a look at that. I did want to say I've still had some questions regarding the rapid tests at the entrance for visitors and family members. There were a lot of residents that were, I would say, upset or disappointed in the fact that we were taking a step backwards with regards to testing at the front. I have spoken to several of those residents regarding that, and I think that the consensus now is that it was a good thing. These tests are very simple to do, and it's one added layer of precaution that we're providing to our residents within the towers. So we will continue that at least through 3B. Don't know exactly where we're going to land after the implementation of 3B, but we'll inform everybody upon that. I do want to say that extra barrier or layer of protection we've taken at the healthcare center, I've reported to you in the past that we've caught multiple people that would have entered and visited our residents and our patients within the healthcare center, that with this added level of safety, we caught that before they were able to enter and potentially contracted or spread the virus to our patients or residents. We had one just last week, an individual that was coming to visit their loved one in the healthcare center. This individual, according to the individual, had not been vaccinated like the others we had discussed, and they did test positive. Obviously, that was a big win for us and for that individual, catching them before they entered the property and spending time with their loved one. So I feel very thankful that we have the resources to do this and the means to do it, and that what we've done has potentially made a significant impact on the lives of those that would have been impacted on the positive side. So we will continue that until further notice. Also, one other item regarding COVID testing. The tests that we are performing, we do want to be very specific with those. If any residents are leaving town or coming back to town, make sure you reach out to myself or Laurel regarding that, because if you are going somewhere for an extended period of time and you are going somewhere that there may be people that are unvaccinated and you want to take the precaution of making sure that you're free from the virus, or vice versa coming back, we can accommodate that, and we will gladly do so, just as again, as an added layer of precaution for you and our residents. Last but not least, earlier this week, we were fortunate enough to have one of our leadership training segments here at Cypress Village performed by a gentleman named Andrew Morgan, not a relative or anything of that nature, but myself, along with all of the directors that report to me and sales leaders, were all invited to the training. Training was really, really beneficial to all of us. Gave us some insight on how we can, engage more, do a better job, respond more timely. Really got our mind thinking about how we can continue to improve how we serve our residents here at Cypress Village. So we are going to follow up that training with several strategic meetings, both small in nature and large in nature, some departmental, some crossing multiple departments that impact one another. But ideally, the end result, we want to do whatever we can to best serve our residents. So more to come with that. And I thank you for joining us today. And with that, I'm going to get on to birthdays. I think we have one birthday boy out there today. His name is Bob Cruikshank. He's a new resident here. Bob, happy birthday to you. You're the sole birthday on the 14th today. But we've got 3 on the 15th, tomorrow. We've got Dot Conley, Jerry Paul, and Larry Peliquin. Happy birthday, ladies and Larry. Wishing you all a happy Saturday birthday. On the 16th, we've got 2 birthdays. We've got one of our longtime residents, Miss Artis Bouye. Artis, happy birthday. And one of our new residents, Mary Jacobson. Mary, happy birthday to you, and welcome to our community. On the 17th, we've got a sole birthday, and that is Miss Lori Rees. Lori, happy birthday to you. On the 18th, just one as well, Miss Terry O'Connell. Terry, happy birthday. On the 20th, just one birthday, Sarah Terrell. Sarah, happy birthday to you. And on the 21st, we've got 2. We've got Mr. John Pontus and Mr. Ira Kessler. Happy birthday, gentlemen. I'm just going to go one more because we've only got one on the 22nd as well, and that's Mr. George Lake. George, happy birthday to you as well. So that concludes another virtual coffee chat. I'm thinking here possibly in 3B we may get back to regular coffee chat. What do you think, Laurel?
I think so.
All right. I think we might continue with the virtual version because it seems to be very popular, and those that can't come to the in-person coffee chat still get all the information that we discuss on a weekly basis. So I'm going to leave it at that. Have a great weekend and take care. Thank you very much. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. My name's Ty Morgan, Executive Director, and today is April 14th. Good blooper.
Hello, my name is Andy. Andy.
Okay, I was on a roll now. I'm lost. So the other thing I wanted to touch on is the... See how it's done? You see how it's done?
That was perfect, Amy. It was perfect. Okay, so you...
Ready? You sure? Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Happy Friday. We're here in the beautiful Loon's Nest Bar and Grill. We got Ben talking really loud. I can't even hear myself think right now.
Can we be quiet back there?
Quiet on the set.
And then we have a bourbon bacon jam with some sherry wine vinegar, nice smoky flavor to it. And then we have a nice, huge, I had it, man. I was there.
You still got it.
I was there. I got to start over now. Yeah, that is definitely unsweet.